Hey, how you going? Welcome back to Unconquered Training. As you can see, my Corona beard's coming along. I'm not going to shave until we're allowed to go back to work. So watch this space. The longer it gets, the crazier we're going to get, that's for sure. So workout number 9, WOD number 9. We'll get into it pretty quickly. Bit of an outdoor one for today. So we'll get out there. We'll see what we can do with the Zoom. What Richie will be able to talk you guys through it. And then we'll figure something out anyway. So I'm going to start with some basic joint circles again. Run through all those joints up the top. Once it comes down to the bottom, because we're going to be spending a fair chunk of time running, potentially skipping, or maybe on a stationary bike if you have one. We're going to run through a decent joint warm-up through the lower half of the body. So you can start with some joint circles with the ankles. So running through that, you guys that have been to the gym with us and we've done that sort of running stuff, run through all that sort of stuff into a knee to chest, walking through. You might have a 10-meter walkway there into your hamstring, toe up, sit my hips back so I tighten up that hamstring, swing on through. So we're starting to get into a bit of a dynamic thing there. We can go the gates. So close the gate, or stepping up and over the fence. Same thing on the way back, just starting to open up those hips and get those things ready. You can go into a bit of a high knee, butt kickers, and then on that 10-meter length, up, walk back, change that through into some lunges with that high knee. So I'm taking that hip through a decent amount of range, up there, dorsiflexion with that front ankle, and just running through that sort of stuff just to get prepped for a bit of a run later on. We're going to further that on into a Cossack Complex. I've got my really tight sumo pants on today, so if you hear a tearing sound, happy days, they're all falling apart. Cossack Complex, I'm going to start, so hip width, squat width, sumo stance. I'm going to come into my sumo stance and maybe I'm going to move out a little bit further. From there, I'm going to pull dorsiflexion. So I'm going to pull my toes back up, come onto that ankle. I'm going to press out, knee's going to be tracking through those toes. I'm going to sit down. Some of you may be able to get all the way down. I like to brace, elbow on that knee and post my hand in the middle there. So from there, I'm going to take that back knee, drop that one down, lengthen out into a Samson stretch, and then down, lay my leg across into that pigeon stretch. From here, I'm going to walk all the way around, coming around into that Cossack. Now, as your hips start to open, you'll start getting lower and lower. I'm going to hold each one for 3 to 5 seconds. I'm going to run through that 4 times. So each side equals 1, 2, 3, and 4, running through that Cossack Complex.
Those legs are looking very sleek today, Bob.
Very slick today, yeah. Weird, you get bored. Weird things happen. We're going to go into
it's very
1 minute plank.
Very sexy.
With, very sexy, yeah. Sexiest legs on the planet. 1 minute plank plus shoulder taps. So we're going to come into our plank position up onto our hands here. So I'm in that nice bridged position, like that upper back's not rounded, but I'm in that hollow body position. From there, I'll take my legs a little bit wider so I can create some stability. From there, touch, touch. I'm going to go for a minute. And you can see the pace that I'm going, so I'm working very hard to maintain core stability. Now, if you can go, no problems at all. Good, you'll come up, you'll stand up, you'll have a sore back. And that's kind of taking the purpose away from it. Somewhere between 25 to 30 reps maximum. So it's going to be ticking that away pretty slowly. You get through the back end of that and you feel like, oh cool, I'm nice and warmed up. I'm ready to get into the burner. Alrighty. So we want to get outdoors here. We're going to run for 3 minutes. Alrighty, round 1, run for 3 minutes. Now you can continue to run away from the house and do the squats out on the street, or you can run up and back, set a watch, 90 seconds out, 90 seconds back. I'm going to hit my 50 air squats. So run for 3 minutes, air squat 50 reps. Run for 3 minutes, air squat 40, 3, 30, 3, 20, 3, and 10. Finish with the 10. We know what a good squat looks like. squat width with my feet, hands up, hips back and down. Get that squat all the way down. Again, I can turn those arms over and turn that over. Legs will start feeling pretty heavy. Make sure my posture's maintained when I'm running. Keep my head up, keeping looking straight ahead. Try lifting those knees. Most importantly, try and keep that head up. If we get into this position here, we start getting into the hurt locker. So here, head up nice and thin, opens up the lungs, and you're able to move a little bit quicker. We're going to go into as a bit of a finisher. So dead bug crunch, 3 times max reps at 60 seconds. Med ball sit up, 3 times max reps, 60 seconds. We're going to alternate between the 2 of them. Alrighty, so 6 rounds in total. We'll go from one to the other. Let's put a 30-second rest interval. RI equals rest interval in the middle there, in between each round. So dead bug crunch. Pop on down on the ground. We've done that in the last few days. We're tailbones up off the ground. Again, dorsiflexion, pull my toes back down towards me, hands up. I'm gonna reach, max reps, 60 seconds.
Cool.
Take a break. Med ball sit up. That can be done with anything. A weight or no weight. I like to have my feet together, arms straight up in front of me here. I'm gonna push up and back. Max reps, again. Getting that stability overhead and working that core. Really good for Olympic weightlifting to create that stability of that overhead position. Obviously we've got a fair chunk of running and quite a bit of core stuff there today. So with the stretching, making sure that we're stretching out those calves. So down on the ground, we can alternate between those things. If it stretches, do it. I can do a forward fold on the ground. If you're with Richie on the Zoom, he'll take you through some stretching for that sort of stuff. Into a core stretch up onto belly here. If you have the mobility there.
You're very good in that position, there, Bull.
Yeah, it's like a sphinx.
Yeah. Hips first.
Alrighty, cool. It's workout 9. Cool, hope you guys enjoy it.
Awesome.
Give us your feedback. Continue. We've been having a few followers jump on board now. So they've been subscribing onto the CrossFit 4566. So keep doing that. Like and subscribe. Give us the thumbs up so we can keep building this and supporting you guys through in your journey over this thing, and watch this space. Richie's going to join me too. Tammy just doesn't know it.
No, she doesn't. Yeah, boy. Happy days.